what I've got here is a Canyon Torque On, brand new for 2021. It's got a Shimano EP8 motor, 250 watts, 500 watt hour battery. Basically, it's got 180 mil of travel on the front, 175 millimeters of travel on the back. An aluminium category 5 frame, meaning it's very, very strong. This bike has been designed for riding off-road in extreme conditions, bike park or enduro. I've just spoken to Fabian Barel, and you can see that now. Thankfully, you've answered my phone call. This is Fabian Barel's bike. Am I right or am I wrong?
There was definitely a lot of characteristics of the bikes we're trying to bring into gravity. And yes, there is a lot into the kinematic, the geometry, and obviously the attitude and the character that we wanted to give to the bike to be a real gravity bike, yes.
Now, because look, I'm going up that mountain up there, so I'm about to go and do another...
Same, but I'm going up this one.
Oh, okay. That's incredible. So it does feel, from what I've done so far on it, a very tight package. Now, is there anything that you specified to Canyon when they were building this about what you thought they should do?
My aim on this bike was to be less than within 4 seconds a minute of the DH bike.
Oh, okay.
We have to attack and we have to be able to be really tight in time to a DH bike. It has to be the e-bike, dedicated obviously for enduro, and we need to be able to rail the downhills. And on this case, you will see, and I hope you will feel, that the kinematic is one of those kinematics that generate speed, like we do like to build on all the muscular bikes, with heavy, big travel, and obviously strong rigidity, and you will be very surprised of the efficiency and the G out for an e-bike, how much support you get.
Because normally we actually meet on the trail, so thank you for returning the call and thank you for giving me the opportunity to test it.
Okay. Have a great time and keep me posted.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. And as we can see, Fabian is very, very clear about this bike. It has to be as fast as a downhill bike or within 1 minute of a downhill bike. They've designed it for G-outs. They've designed it to take extreme hits. So we've got a Shimano system for the motor and the battery, Sram drivetrain with a 12-speed cassette. We've got DC Swiss wheels, the H1700s. That means they're pretty strong. It means it can have a system weight up to 130 kilos. This bike is a 27.5-inch wheeled bike. That's for agility purposes. It's not designed for cruising around. This bike is an extreme play machine. Okay, the suspension system is Fox. We have a 38 on the front, but they preferred the turning circle abilities of the single crown fork, so they stayed with the single crown fork 38, which on the rear we've got a Fox X2 shock, which is the top of the range factory air shock from Fox, 175 mils of travel. And if you notice here, we've also got enough space in the frame for a bottle. If you have a look at the geometry of the frame, very long, we've got a long reach, we've got a very low bottom bracket height. Standover height is also quite low, so it gives you lots of space to maneuver around on the bike and on the frame. Chainstay is 430 millimeters long, which means it's very maneuverable. Take into consideration a traditional mountain bike would have roughly 420 millimeters on a 425, so this is very, very close to a traditional mountain bike. That long front end brings a lot of stability. It's easy to get your weight low, keep low. We've got a very long travel seat post here, which is good, so it keeps the standover height down low. I quite like that. The rest of the components are pretty stock when it comes to the bar, all from Canyon. Brakes are SRAM Guide RSC, 220mm disc on the front, which is essential in my opinion for heavy riders in downhill conditions. Base model, they only come with a 200mm front disc. Tyres, we've got Maxxis Minion DHF on the front, a DHR on the back. Pretty pleased with what I've got so far. I've got the Shimano app in my pocket, or in my bag, so I can tune the motor as I need. The EP8 motor is very smooth, very quiet. When you pedal and you're standing up, you can feel the support that the motor gives you. This version is quiet. There's been a lot of rumours and talk and chat. Also, we discovered it on the first prototypes we tested it. They were quite noisy on descents. This is silent, okay? Only on very, very choppy conditions can you hear a small rattle, but it's practically gone, so I haven't had enough time, and the launch day is I think I've got to edit this tomorrow, and the launch day is in 2 days. So all I can say is this bike makes me very, very excited. Uphills, it's not meant for riding technical uphill. It's meant for riding along access roads like this, get to the top of the bike park, go down. Exciting ride down, fun, smooth. The range is as I would expect from a 500 watt hour battery. They do sell this bike with a 2 battery option, which means if you want a bigger battery, you can have the second battery option, another 500 watt hour battery, which you could put in your backpack if you wanted. The reason they say that is because they want to save 600 grams in weight within the frame space and keep the weight on the battery as low and as far back as possible. The 600 watt hour battery would compromise that experience. And if I'm trying to come up with a conclusion for this bike, which I will do later actually, not right now, I'm going to go and ride.
Keep going. Oh, so smooth.
Fabian Barel told me previously in the call, as you saw, that this bike was really designed to be able to handle G-outs without any stress. So you can basically bomb into a hole, the bike compresses, it resists that compression, it stays with more control. Basically you fire through the situation in a much more smoother way. Now, I haven't had enough time to test that theory, but I would say from what I felt on the small sections that I've ridden, yes, he's right. It does feel particularly good. Bomb into a hole and come out, feel very stable. You'll feel constantly under control. That extra long wheelbase gives you stability as well. It means the bike, you don't feel compressed and crunched into a small ball. On the rest of the trail, well, I've been riding in some really, really, let's say, slippery wood all over the trails that haven't been cleaned. But it's super fun, and I arrive at what I would consider the limit of the trail and the conditions a lot quicker. I crashed 2 or 3 times. I'm super happy with what I've discovered so far. So we'll say that the 180mm suspension on the front, the 175mm suspension on the back, you can feel that, and it really does give you a lot of margin. So if you overcook it or you go long, the landings are so smooth. And honestly, for this price of bike with what you've got here at about 5.5 grand, I mean, really exceptional value for money and control.
Yes, that's good. Right, here's dangerous normally. Yeah. Good. Wow, it's fast! Very good reactions, even on the corners when you're like, make a quick turn. It's really, really good. Very stable. The wheels just stick to the ground. Really long travel just helps you float over everything. It was really slippery, but actually I was staying quite stable. 38 from Fox. It's very, very solid, very, very bust, really smooth. Wow, how smooth is that? This is very cool, this bike. Now we need to do a few more descents to figure out how it goes.